Buenas noches. Bonsoir. C'est Planet Glee. Otra vez. It's Planet Glee coming around our half moon, which can bring a lot of strangeness sometimes. And I think this half moon has been a little bit weird. But, and you're probably saying, well, Jennifer, you're the weirdest one of all. Why are you wearing those flowers on your head? Well, it's because, it's spring. It's spring almost, right? In another month. And it just feels like spring to me. And it's raining like usual lately. So I got caught in the rain. Anyway, so let's start our show. You can see the name of our guest there, but I want to click over to him so that we can say hi. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. Brian, how do we say your last name?
It's Bourrassa.
Bourrassa.
Bourrassa, yeah.
And what are you wearing today? I love that.
I'm wearing my Ouija board sweatshirt.
It's way cool.
Yeah. I used to play with Ouija boards when I was a kid, a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, me and my sister.
I used to play with my friends.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. And it says au revoir on the...
It does. Au revoir. Goodbye.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. But we are here to talk about your art.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, that's what Planet Glee is here for.
Yeah, awesome.
Do you... I can also switch us up so we're talking together.
Awesome, great.
I see you have a card.
Yeah, this is the postcard to my show. It's actually it's two solo artists, myself and E. Lewis Basher. He's the other artist I'm showing with, and
It's nice of you to mention.
yeah, and although our work is kind of very different, it's also very similar too. So I was really excited to be paired with him at Hospitality's House Community Arts Center. It was a lot of fun. To see his work. I had never met him before, and Ivan said, "Oh, this is the artist I'm going to pair you with." Ivan Vera is the program manager there, and so I was like, "Oh, his work's great. I think it's awesome. I think our work will really play off each other really well." So yeah.
And your opening was just last Friday.
My opening was a week ago today, and it was a huge opening. It was also the re-grand opening of the art center because it's been closed for I think almost a year because they were retrofitting and remodeling the building. So the building is open. People have been coming in all week long to do art again. So if you are looking for a place to come and do art for free and possibly develop your artistic endeavors, you can come to the Community Arts Center at 1009 Market Street. And all the utensils and supplies are for free. You just sign up, come in. They'll give you a brief tour of the facility. There's classes on printmaking, ceramics, you name it, sewing, still life drawing, a lot of different things. And you can go in there and do the art. And they really encourage people to develop their skills and hone their craft by taking classes or participating in group shows, and then eventually having a solo show of your own, which was my goal when I first started going there. And 3 years later, I got my solo show, so it was really super exciting.
Absolutely. I love your work.
Thank you.
I love both of those, those paintings, I would call them multimedia.
Right.
Together. I was really, really surprised.
Yeah.
So would you like to start looking at one of them?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is a really special one. This one's called Farewell to Bowie. And it was kind of me processing the loss of David Bowie,
Yeah, huge.
which was a huge, yeah, huge loss for,
Yeah.
our culture. I really love David Bowie. I mean, I grew up to him. Me and my friends forged so many memories listening to his music. And
Yeah.
so I kind of wanted to honor him, and I didn't want to do like a conventional portrait of him, even though I do portraits of people. So I just kind of just did a stream of consciousness drawing where this is my favorite way to draw is where I just go to the paper and I let come out whatever comes out and stuff. And actually this drawing started upside down, and it wasn't until it was almost done that I switched it over and I was like, oh, here it is, this is the way it's supposed to go. And so I just kind of pulled it out, and that's my scary monsters and Ashes to Ashes and Aladdin Sane and all of the above tribute to Bowie.
Well, I have to say that the eyes are really good. They definitely have a Bowie like character, you know, uh, that intensity that
Mm-hmm.
Bowie always uh, has in all of his videos and his art. That's a beautiful one.
Thank you.
What do you call this one?
This one's called Farewell to Bowie.
Okay,
Yeah.
farewell to Bowie. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think a lot of us agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. You know, because we all of a sudden someone's there and then they're gone.
Right, exactly.
But someone like of the artistic ability.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's been kind of
So
great to see all the tributes that people are doing for him and everything, especially just around town. There were tribute nights. I know Mark Eustace is doing something at the Castro Theater for The Man Who Fell to Earth,
I
and
love that film.
yeah, it's a great film. And there's going to be I'm sure, a gaggle of queens in that performing and stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, it's really exciting.
Do you know when that is?
I think it's next month. It's in March, so I'm
Okay,
sure
at the
tickets are going to go
Castro.
fast. So Castro Theater, go check that out.
Yeah, and we need to mention that your current showing of your work
Is
is
up until March 18th. Yeah, so
okay, March 18th, and today is February 19th.
yeah, so about a month.
About a
Yeah,
month.
yeah, we're about a month. You can go to the Community Arts Center. Their hours of operations are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from I believe 1 to 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays it's 10 to 3.
And
Yeah.
not open on the weekend.
And not open on the weekends. Yeah, so they're just a Monday through Friday outfit, but you can go during that time. You can see the work in the window, and then you can go in, and usually there's artists there working.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of get a feel for the place. Yeah, I really encourage people to come down. And the newly remodeled space is really conducive. It's a lot more open, and they're really gearing up to do some fantastic art.
That's so super cool, and it's near the luggage store.
It's
right.
yeah, it's yeah. Well, the luggage store is right upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the luggage store, which is a gallery of its own, which is really interesting because I used to go when I first moved to San Francisco in '97. I had friends who had shows at the luggage store.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it's great that I'm doing art and having shows below it now.
Well,
Yeah.
then your next step is up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Hopefully that would be great.
Of course. Let's show. There we go. Now this is the one that's on the flyer.
Yeah, this is actually this is the first large drawing that I did, and it's all done in pen and ink, and it was done free. I call it freestyle, where it's like I don't usually. I do much better when I just kind of let myself go, and so I usually don't lay anything down in pencil, unless I'm like really unsure on how I want it to look. So this was just kind of a freestyle drawing I did, and the image came out, and it's really about the story behind this piece. Jennifer is I'm a lot of my work has a kind of environmental slant to it, or an earth slant to it, has, totems in it or spirit guides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this drawing particularly had to do with the tree tender is the spirit in the middle, and her house is like the forest, and she's kind of riding a road of rage, and because she's upset because the green grass around her kind of signifies the arrogance, like we'd rather water our grass, which is kind of a frivolous thing, than tend to our
Right.
trees.
Or wash cars and all that.
Yeah, and so she's like really upset because we've let the trees kind of dry out. We're not tending to them, and so she's just kind of letting people like, "What are you doing?"
She would be perfect for Planet Glee, because Planet Glee is also
Right.
about um, the Earth and what we've done to it. Not yeah. Um, I just want to talk about technique just for a sec.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, this piece, and then I'm gonna click on another piece. They both
Uh-huh.
remind me a little bit of Persian
Uh-huh.
art.
Uh-huh.
Were you at all influenced by that?
I love all types of art, so I have a really huge library in my house of books that I've collected since probably the 70s, so a good like 35 years of book collecting. And so I'm constantly studying all kinds and looking at books and looking at pictures
It's
and
great.
my house and my life is very image driven. So I kind of absorb things, I think, and then they come out later, but yeah, it's interesting. I love Persian. I love the details in Persian stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and the art and the textiles and everything.
That's what this next one I want to pull up uh, reminded me of Persian art at the show. Um,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's called the disbursement of the alphabet.
huh.
And it's based on Native American folklore about the spider being a spirit or a guide or a totem who came and gave the alphabet or the use of the alphabet for spoken word. Gave us we were able to have language because of the spider, and I just love spiders. I've always been into spiders since I was a little kid. I raised pet tarantulas and
Wow.
yeah, I've really been into spiders. So they come up a lot in my work, actually. And so this is kind of, if you notice up in the weeds or the dried bush, the whole alphabet is up there.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see that.
yeah, yeah. And like, yeah, if you look up to the left, you see K S R, and so like she's like walking through and just putting out the alphabet for everybody.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I love the way you kind of have let her have her own sort of aura, shadow, whatever you
Uh-huh.
want to call it. That that orange
Mm-hmm.
detailing there.
Thank you.
I love that part. Yeah, and the colors of the earth are, and the way you did the sky is reminds me a lot of Persian
Thank
stuff.
you.
Um, what's the name of this
This one's called the disbursement of the alphabet.
one? I know you told me, but
Yeah,
I,
that's
I,
okay.
I'm like,
They're kind of fancy names.
no, they're great actually because you're wearing the alphabet.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's kind of I love the use of language, and it's really important with my work. Sometimes I'll I'll coin a phrase or I'll see words together and I'll group them together, and that'll inspire a piece of artwork. And then half the fun of doing a piece of artwork is figuring out the name to it. So I like to kind of the use of language is really important in my work. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. I love that. Let's look at this one more time. And this is called the disbursement of the alphabet.
Right. Yes.
Cool. Okay. Let's move to the tree.
Oh, family of tree. Yes, this one's called Family of Tree. And you know, I have a big extended family. I have my immediate family, and then I have my friends. My friends, my chosen family, as you would call it. And so this is kind of my tribute to that. Like we're all different, but we're all hanging off the same tree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And our lives branch out in different ways. And so this is kind of what it represents. It's at nighttime, and we're all kind of, I love the night, and we're all kind of, glowing, in the branches.
But it's um a little bit like Starry
Yeah.
Night.
Uh-huh. The
Van
Van Gogh.
Gogh.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of movement and stuff. Yeah, thank you. I love Van Gogh. I think he's great. So
Yeah, me
I'm sure
too.
I channeled him when I was doing this piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just your now this is a pen and ink.
It's all pen and ink. Yeah, I use a combination of all different types of pens. I'm really fond of these Japanese pins called tombos, and they're kind of a water base, and they have a paintbrush end, and
Mm-hmm.
so I I use a lot of them to put in the backgrounds, and then I layer pins on top of that and layer pins on top of that. So yeah, I've learned my technique and honed it down just kind of by you know, trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Putting, when you're doing pin, you can't put, you have to work light to dark, whereas in usually with painting, you can work either way,
Yeah.
from light to dark or dark to light. A lot of painters work from dark to light and they build up the light. Well, you can't do that with pin. So, because, you can't, it just doesn't work that way. So,
Yeah.
I have to do the light first, and then I have to respect the light and work and as I'm putting in the darkness, um, around that, make sure that I don't like block out all the light and stuff.
Let's look at another one so we can see more of what you're talking about.
I use a lot of. Oh, this is the Yokai Tea Party. This is based on uh, the Japanese ghosts and demons, and they're usually represented with like a spider or a snake with a woman's head on it, and usually the inanimate objects like the lantern or the umbrella or the spoon or the mirror are become enchanted, and so they're usually they're what explains like if something gets broken or if there's chaos in the house. It's usually blamed on a yokai, a demon or ghost. And so I was really fascinated by this. So this is the yokai tea party. They're of course breaking the teacups and pouring the tea on the floor and having a good old time. So
But the floor is immaculate.
oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. As like most Japanese houses, it's really funny. When I was doing the house, I was like, "Gosh, it's how am I going to represent the Japanese house?" I'm like, "Well, it's clean. They have very, everything has a
Yes.
place." And so I made it. I wanted to create that sparse feeling in there, that like everything's clean and the chaos is happening, is the ghosts and stuff.
Now, what is the name of the ghost that seems to be there when things are are now there are a bunch of spirits having a
Right.
party, right?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Um, and the spider again. I love spiders too.
Yeah.
Is does he have a name in
Uh,
Japanese
he probably does, but I probably
mythology?
wouldn't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? I probably
yeah.
would like, yeah. So I'm not sure what he's referred to, but I just, he comes up a lot. Yeah. So I just kind of created my own spider and how I wanted him to look and stuff.
Oh, I want to look at this painting again, or yeah, this image. And these
Yeah.
are big. On the screen here, they look small,
Yeah, but
but
they're actually very large.
they
They're
are.
probably about this big. Like they're 23 by 28 inches. So they're very large. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and the colors are really. I layer so much color on there. Um, I go through a lot of pens, but the colors are really rich and dense too. And I learned a technique. I was up in Santa Rosa and I was homeless at the time and struggling with some life events. And I decided, oh, I'm going to go to college. That'll help get me off the street or whatever. So I took a couple art classes, and I took this art class from Ms. Larson, and she was really all about line placement. And she taught us that you could create depth with wherever you placed a line in how dark the color was, how light the color was, the width of the line, and placement. And so I kind of like honed in on that, and I started really using that when I started to develop my style, line placement. And it really worked out well because with pins, it just looks a little flat. You got to kind of crosshatch a lot and
yes,
do, to bring out texture in the drawing because it's kind of flat if you
right.
don't. And so I learned by doing the lines that I could bring out texture and stuff like that.
I feel that the the fact that they're so large
Uh huh.
is amazing,
Yeah, thank you.
given the medium.
Uh huh.
You know,
Yeah, I
um,
have. I have friends like, how do you do that? Because I'll spend hours, it's kind of like a meditation, I
Yeah.
think. It's a meditation. And when I started
Yeah,
first
look
doing
at
the
it.
big drawings, I did the tree tender's house and I put in the green and I was like, oh, that looks so flat. So I decided, well, I'm going to do every blade of glass in the tree tender's house. So I went through and I drew every single blade of grass and I had to, and they couldn't go this way. They all had to go different ways. And so I
Yeah.
just did that, but it made a difference in the piece. And so
Yeah.
I told myself, well, if I'm going to use pen and ink, I've got to really go the distance with it to show people like how much I'm laying down. That it's not just me, that I really am being thoughtful about what I'm doing and stuff. And
Oh,
so,
I
yeah,
think that's pretty obvious
yeah,
in your
thank you.
work to me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I just put it this way so that we're inside one of your work.
Oh yeah,
one
yeah.
of your,
Look, we're kind
your
of ghosts. Ooh.
images. Yeah. We're
That's
trying to give
great.
some good
Right.
energy.
Ooh, yokai. Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I think it'd be
love
fun to be a ghost.
a nice ghost.
A nice ghost. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, you already
Yeah,
have that
yeah,
spirit. I really want to look at this painting again and stress that your show
Uh-huh.
of these works is at Market and 6th.
Right, yeah. It's if you're heading down Market towards 6th Street, which is towards the ferry building, it's going to be on the right-hand side about 3 businesses up from the corner of 6th Street. So I believe Spike's is on the corner of 6th. So it's about 3 businesses up. And they've got it's you see the windows usually with the art in it. So it kind of sticks out. And it's well lit, and especially since now that they've remodeled it, it just kind of shines there. It's a little beacon right there on Market Street, 1009 Market.
Cool. And what is the latest time that it's open until?
It's open till 6 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 to 6, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 3. Now, typically when they close early or they open later, they're having special classes that are that they focus on certain disciplines, like a drawing class or a pottery class. So it's not that those they're not functioning during those times. There's just other things going on. Chucho might be doing a silk screening class.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's right there on Market and 6. It gets a little chaotic. People are coming in and out. They're really that's the great thing about the Community Arts Center is they really focus on, some people need that quietness around them, and so they kind of allow for that at different times. Yeah. I mean, the Hospitality's House Community Arts Program has been open since 1969, and they're the only fine art gallery that is free of charge to use and gives 100% of the proceeds that the artist makes from selling the work to the artists. So it's a really incredible program. So if you have anybody that needs to express themselves artistically, I really, really would say please come down. Ivan Vera is the program manager, and he's got a great team of individuals who come from different artistic disciplines who can really help people. And they're really good at like drawing out what you are good at and helping you and bolstering that.
I'm trying to play with the imagery here. I like to do that sometimes.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Have you ever worked in video? Taken any video or photography?
I did a video. I was in, I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh,
and
really?
I was going to school there. I was taking a human sexuality class, and we had this big term paper, and I didn't want to do the term paper. So I had 3 friends who were drag queens. They were called the Honeybees, and I convinced my teacher, could I do a video documentary on drag queens, and she was like, okay. So I had a friend who worked in video production, and he shot the whole thing and edited it, and I came up and I grabbed my friends, and we did it before they were in drag and after they were in drag.
Oh, nice.
And so I have had a little bit of experience. It was fun. It was called The Honeybees. It was a great little video. Yeah.
Nice. That's excellent. Is there one more that I'm missing?
I don't know. Let's see. I think maybe we've seen them all.
Let's. Which one would you like to go back to? if you don't mind, I'd like to go back to the David Bowie one
Yeah, yeah.
and stress again uh, that your work is on display and
Uh-huh.
for sale
Yes.
at.
At 1009 Market Street. Hospitality Houses Community Arts and program is right there on Market Street.
But you don't have a big sign.
There isn't a big sign,
No.
no. But you'll see the two art windows right there. Yeah, and you'll see the luggage store is right above it. So if you're familiar with the luggage store, it's right below. Yeah.
Okay, let's put you and David together here. See what we get.
Wow. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. I like that grid action going on.
Yeah.
David Bowie. We can. Oh, let's see if we can. David Bowie. We can use the Ouija
David.
board shirt to contact David Bowie in the other side.
Yes. We love you. We miss you.
We miss you, David Bowie. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this piece. I didn't. And it's up in the show.
It's up in the show. Yeah, this is up at the show. This was like one of the last ones that I did before. I had a couple that I was working on this one and the Yokai Tea Party. And for some reason, I was avoiding the Yokai Tea Party one. I just was not into finishing it. And Ivan was like, I need to get your work, you know. So I did the David Bowie to kind of condition myself. And then I was able to go back to the Yokai and finish this one. Because I'm fairly new at drawing. And so sometimes my procrastination is because I don't know how I'm going to do it. And so I get a little like freaked out, but I just need to, when I just relax and follow my intuition, I'm really usually happy with how it turns out.
Yeah, but with the medium that you're using, now you're the spider.
Now I'm the spider, that's right.
Which reminds me of Spiders from Mars.
Yeah, definitely.
Because David Bowie was so brilliant in so many ways. And you are too.
Oh, thank you.
I really like your work.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And I probably should put our lower thirds on there so everybody can see. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Yay.
Brian Bourrassa.
Jennifer Glee.
Yeah. But we should have Brian Bourrassa as the artist. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, encouraging everyone if they can.
To come out and see my show. Yeah. And not just to see my show, but to come out and if you want to do art and you need a place to do art, you don't have enough space at your home or your SRO or whatever. Even if you're on the street, that's where I started doing art. I started on the street and then I started taking it to the community arts center and doing it there. And I guess you could say I drew myself off the street and into housing again.
That's such a beautiful story.
Yeah, I was really fortunate. So yeah, go on by and check it out. Check out my work and the other and E. Louis Basher's work too. His work's really great.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Both of you use a lot of color, which is what I'm into.
Yeah, I love color. Color's fun.
Yeah. And the show is up until
March 18th.
Okay, so everybody should get themselves over there.
Yes, please. Support the arts.
Yeah. Why is it dum-de-dum-dumming? Okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to get Brian Bourrassa under your name, but let's look at one more. We looked at David Bowie. I love that one.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody tunes in right now on the web or whatever, they'll want to the David Bowie one. Oh, I want to see that one.
Right.
So, I think I like this one. Come up. There it is.
Yeah, I love this one too.
I love them all, but just the blue on blue, all the different tones of blue.
Thank you. And orange, yeah, blue and orange. I love blue and orange together.
But it's so subtle.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, and if you go and see these, like I drew those legs are actually really hairy, and I drew all the individual little spider hair legs on there, so it looks really kind of bushy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you are inside your own painting.
there I am. Yeah, I like that. The spider god.
The spider god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my partner Michael Rupé's favorite piece out of the whole show. He loves this piece.
I really
Yeah.
like it a lot
Yeah.
too. Yeah. There's a lot of love in it, and also there's the alphabet in it as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You said.
Yep, it's all up in the bushes and stuff. There's my work is kind of multidimensional. There's a lot of different things. I could sit here and tell somebody, "Oh, you know, this image is here and this is actually, this is," but people never really see what I see. But a lot of times they'll approach my work and they'll look at it and they'll say, "Wow, is there another figure in there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there is another figure in there, because I like to have different things going on." So it's interesting.
So, if people were to stop by the
Community Art Center.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
we still got that painting in between us. That's
Yay.
okay.
I love it.
uh, could they see you working? Do you
Yeah,
still
I
work
you
down
know I
over
pr-
there?
I sometimes do work over there. I I'm really fortunate. I got into affordable housing in the Mission on 24th Street,
Hmm.
and I am part of a co-op called Marty's Place, and there's six of us living there, and we're nonprofit, and I have my studio there, so I have my drawing table there. And after 5 years, I was finally able to get all my belongings out of storage. So I have my room set up and decorated, so and all my art books there. So I'm doing a lot of my big drawings there and stuff like that
Hmm.
because I like to work late at night sometimes,
Yeah.
and the center isn't open. But I'm using the center to kind of go in and work with Ivan on getting my work out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful show, and I want to maybe at this point go through some of the work that we've talked about, that you've talked about so
Mm-hmm.
nicely, and we'll leave the David Bowie one out so that people will go down to
Yeah.
1009
1009 Market
Market
Street, right at 6.
at 6 next to the luggage store
Yeah. Yeah. The
gallery.
luggage store is right above, and we're right below.
Well, it's been, let's see how you look inside this one.
Ooh. That's great. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody
owls.
asked me. Somebody asked me, what are those? Are they birds or owls? I'm like, I think they're some kind of weird fruit.
Ah!
Yeah. Strange fruit.
A weird fruit. That's funny. Um, wow, Brian, thank you.
Thank you
Brian
very
Bourrassa,
much.
thank you for being here tonight on Planet Glee.
You are so welcome. Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
Oh, it's been really fun for me. I love to talk art, and I love the spirit aspect to the arts that the metaphysical
Mm-hmm.
um that you are using in your
Thank
art.
you very much.
And this goddess again is
The tree tender's house.
the tree tender's house. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. See if I can get it over there. There, Brian Bourrassa.
Yay.
Today, tonight here on Planet Glee. Uh, yeah. Actually, your camera's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do have 3 cameras.
I know. I'm like, where am I
Yeah,
at?
it's a little dark, so I'm gonna bring it to say goodbye because we've only got a few more seconds.
Okay.
And thank you for watching Planet Glee, and I hope you can go to see this this show in person, they're very big. It's so different when you see this work that Brian has done. It's it's remarkable. It's very remarkable that could make pen and ink so large.
Well, thank you very much.
And so thank you again, Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jennifer.
And so once again, let's just repeat. It's at
1009 Market Street. The hours of operation for Hospitality House's Community Arts Program is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 6, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 3. 1009 Market Street, right at 6th.
Cool. So, and it's up until
March 18th.
March 18th, 2016.
2016, yay.
I know, it's going by so fast.
I know, it's already, it's crazy.
It's already March.
I know.
But it's a beautiful show.
Yes.
And maybe we could do a shot with you holding your postcard, which is also, get over there, Jennifer.
The tree tender's house. There we go.
Dum-de-dum-dum. There it is.
Yay.
Yeah. So if you're so lucky.
And there's E. Louis Batcher's work too.
He might come on the show as well.
Yeah, he should come on the show. He's very, very talented. Yeah.
You both are. It's such a strong show.
Thank you. It is a strong show,
Yeah, it really is. And thank you again for being here on Planet Glee.
You're welcome.
And is there anything that else you'd like to tell us about what you're going to be working on next?
Well, I'm just gonna start drawing again. I went and got some new supplies, and my room is very clean right now because we had a big reception at our house after the art opening. So I'm gonna take advantage of a nice clean room, and I'm just gonna start drawing again. I have some other images I want to work on, so I'm excited to see what's gonna come up next.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've already done your tribute to David Bowie, but
other celebrities, who knows? Yeah, friends.
Yeah, I think he's more like an artist for everyone.
He is an artist for everyone, definitely.
I don't think of him as a celebrity in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The poet for the people.
Yeah, definitely.
And the artist for the people.
Yeah.
And the show for the people.
The show for the people. Planet Glee for the people.
It is for the people.
It is for the people. That's important.
Good old Planet Glee. Yay.
Love Planet Glee.
Thank you so much. I started the show in 2007.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Strong. That's like 9 years, right?
Almost.
Yeah, almost 9 years.
That's
wow.
just weird. Yeah. But why don't you come back in the summertime and we'll see what you've
maybe
been
I
doing.
can bring some work in, new work, what I'm working on.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can see how big they really are.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. That's why everyone should go. Can I hold your?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to do it like this. Everyone should go.
She's shamelessly promoting me. I love it.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, when you've got such strong work and then you're showing with someone else with very strong work, you go back and forth between the work on one side of the gallery window, and then to the other side. And to me, it was just mesmerizing. So if you see...
Yeah, there's Lewis's work. I love E. Lewis's Bachelor's work. His stuff's great.
You know, you guys are so cool. You just, like, share everything, you know, together. And that's another Planet Glee thing that I'm really into.
Yes.
Is...
Sharing. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, sharing is just endearing.
Yeah, it is endearing.
No, we all get a chance to enjoy each other's stuff rather than make fun or...
Yeah, I love that. You can have that postcard.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yay. see. I'm going to put it up here at Bayvac.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it needs to be up here at Bayvac. I don't think we have it out in the front, and we should have it on the board.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
I think we have more in common than we
yeah, we do
know.
have a lot more in common. Thank you.
Okay, and so I will be putting this show up to YouTube.
Okay.
That's cool with you?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that's usually what I do with the shows. And so let's see. I guess we can both wave bye-bye to number 2.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Have a good one.
Yeah, everyone take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching Planet Glee.
Thanks.
And thanks to our guest, Brian Bourrassa.
Thank you.
Artist whose work is on exhibition at the Hospitality House's Community Arts Program, 1009 Market Street at 6 next to the luggage store.
Bye-bye.
Bye.